स्क्रीन दिख रही है वो
Yeah, I can see this.
बट अभी फुल स्क्रीन कर देते हैं ताकि सही से दिखेगा। ठीक है,
ये
ऐसे दिख रहा है ना?
ये नहीं हट सकता।
हटा रहे फुल स्क्रीन कर दो, एडमिट कर दीजिए आप। जो भी आएगा वो आप एडमिट कीजिएगा।
I'll admit. The party welcome, sir. Can you hear me, sir? अच्छा,
We can see Professor Padi, but I think not.
Sir, can you hear me? Professor Padi, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
What for the?
Samantha, chairman's point. Samantha.
Hello, Dr. Agarwal.
Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
I have joined.
Yes, yes.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, it's pleasure for us, sir, that you spared time and you are with us.
No, it's rather a pleasure for me.
That is the only way we could have seen each other.
Yes, and you have changed a lot.
COVID-19 effect, sir.
Yes, we call it COVID-19 phenotype.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nice.
Hello, Professor Padi. This is Sanjay Kapoor here.
Good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, Ji.
Sir, our chairman was wishing you.
Oh, very nice. Glad
nice,
to
sir.
see him face to face.
Yeah, glad to see you too, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Probably we are starting in 2-3 minutes now, right?
Yes, sir.
We start exactly at 2:30.
2:30, right? Okay.
We'll go, sir, live on YouTube.
We are already live, sir.
Oh, we are already live. So let's not.
Yeah, we should not discuss. So I'll come back at 2:30, right?
Start, please. Thank you.
You have Pandita. Lightness. Sound never. Sound never.
Ready, Dr. Samanta?
minutes. Yeah.
Samantha, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Should we start?
Let's start.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
What is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please go ahead.
right. Good afternoon to all of you. Hello. Good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, Ji.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Nirmalia Samanta, speaking from the Teaching Learning Center of Ramanujan College, University of Delhi. We begin our valedictory session of the induction as well as orientation program that we had for a month of 4-week-long induction orientation program, and we start the valedictory function of that program. I'm very glad that today we have the chairman of our college, Professor Sanjay Kapoor, with us as the chief guest for this program. I'm also very happy to welcome Professor A.P. Padi, who is with us today as the guest of honor for this program. The principal of our college, Ramanujan College, Professor S.P. Agarwal, is with us. We also have the director of our program, Dr. K. Lata, who will be giving you the report of this 1-month-long program. And I also welcome the participants who will be giving feedback on this program, as well as all of you who have joined in the stream program, which we are streaming live on YouTube. All the participants of the month-long induction orientation program. We've had more than 6,000 participants across the country and abroad who have joined this program. So I'm very happy to welcome all of you and to begin the formal proceedings of this valedictory function. I request our principal, Professor S.P. Agarwal, to kindly say a few words of formal welcome to our esteemed guests here today. Professor S.P. Agarwal.
Thank you, Dr. Samanta. First of all, good afternoon and welcome to our guests as well as all the participants who are connected with us from all over the country. Today's chief guest, our own chairman, Professor Sanjay Kapoor, plant molecular biologist, basically a scientist, young scientist, I can say. Professor A.P. Padi, ex-Vice Chancellor, Behrampur University, and a political scientist, as well as mentor to this institution, because whatever this institution is doing, he monitors very carefully, and whenever we need him, he is always available to us. Basically, we owe all our gradings, whether it is from NAC, NIRF, to Professor Padi. I also welcome all the participants formally on behalf of Ramanujan College Teaching Learning Center. Friends, you have already heard me in the inauguration ceremony. Then I was there in the panel discussion, and then you have seen my videos, 2 videos on academic administration and college governance. Today, I will be talking little. We will be more hearing from our guests. Friends, I always express that training is extremely important in the career of any teaching faculty. Well, we were basically at that time, we were trained by doing it. But we are fortunate that ministry has bought such program where young teachers, middle level teachers, and even senior faculty members can be trained. I was told by our chairman itself that he attended one of the program on academic administration, because ministry is very keen that they should prepare academic leaders for future who can be the vice chancellors or at a higher level. Friends, you know that this program, basically 4 week, is meant for newly inducted faculty, but most of you are not newly inducted. Some of you are at a junior level, some of you may be at senior level, because it is also known as orientation program. The syllabus is basically structured one given by the ministry and the UGC, but we keep on adding or deleting as per the requirement of today's today's requirement of various educational institutions. Well, the course is basically very comprehensive, which includes the teaching pedagogy, ICT, research tools, online teaching and MOOC development, very important during this COVID, and then university college governance, and all kind of information on whether it is RTI, whether it is NAC accreditation, whether it is financial information, the knowledge of finance. Every kind of information is given to you. Friends, let me tell you, if we are equipped with this kind of information, we can not only be the better teacher, but administrator and better negotiator with the administration as well as with higher authorities. Because if we know the rules and regulations, things become easier and we do not fight unnecessarily. Most of the time, teachers coming to us that, sir, administrative people are not doing my work. Well, we do not want to understand what is their issue, what is their problem, and we don't want to read, which is highly unfortunate. Those things can be settled, things can be very easy if we know certain rules and regulations. Moreover, see, we being teachers, basically first, we are also mentors or counselors to our students. Well, during COVID, I'm sorry, somebody interrupted me. See, basically what I'm trying to say here is that we are the mentor and counselor to our students. And during this COVID-19, we face similar situation. Some of us, were not really concerned about our students because they cannot go out, they cannot do anything more than, doing something on their mobile or on TVs. But some of them who were stuck, in their smaller units at hostels or at the, PGs need to be taken care of. So it is also our job to look into this, that whether our students are really being taken care of. They need some kind of psychological, mental, or other kind of counseling. Because we are the first counselor and then specialized counselors are available. So unless until we identify, this is very important during this time. Friends, another important thing I would like to share today, that the blended learning, both online as well as classroom learning, is extremely important in times to come. See, COVID has come, it might go, definitely it will go, but we will have to remember that this kind of teaching, learning will continue for longer time. So we need to prepare ourselves, because otherwise we will face a lot of challenges in this society, in the market, because some of us might lose jobs, because unless until we are trained in this kind of, line of new technology, we will not be able to sustain for long run. So my humble request to each one of you is that let us try during this period that we should train ourselves in different things, in different kind of technology, so that in turn we can train our students. Another important thing which I always talk about, that we should also make sure that our students know the latest technology. Students should be, made familiar with latest things like Industry 4.0, whether it is data analytics, whether it is Internet of Things, whether it is artificial intelligence, or any other thing, so that they can learn in the process and also be ready for the job market. Because otherwise, you know, the traditional teaching is not going to lend them the jobs. See, recently I have also noticed that some of our young people have lost their jobs. But I have seen that people, even you know, from my own family, I can say to you that the people who were in the area of data analytics, research, risk analysis were being demanded during this period, and they are not losing job, rather they are getting more jobs. So what I'm trying to say here is that unless until we train our students in new technology, in a technology which is required in the market, we will not be able to run this show for long. So once again, I have talked enough. Thank you very much listening to me. And once again, I'm really thankful, grateful to all our guests as well as to all our participants. Thank you very much. Over to Dr. Samant.
Thank you, Dr. Agarwal, for your opening remarks. Friends, this induction and orientation program, which began on 4th of June, was in many ways a great adventure for us. We were going into something which we had not done before, and online, trying to reach out to so many people across the country online, and preparing lessons and getting everything done was a very, very exciting project for us, which is coming to an end today. But coordinating this entire program was the director of the FIP, Dr. K. Lata, who is the head of the Department of Management Studies in our college. She is also the coordinator of the IQAC of our college, and also she is also the bursar of our college. But she has had a very keen look at the many different and detailed aspects of this program, and she will now present to you a report of how this program went for the last 1 month. So Dr. Lata, I request you to kindly present us the report of the FIP that we had. Dr. K. Lata.
Thank you, Nirmalya. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. It's been 1 long month, and we've been busy with this. First of all, I would like to once again pay my respects to Professor Sanjay Kapoor, our chairman, Professor A.P. Padi, who has been, like our principal sir said, instrumental in various activities that we do in this college and the grading of this college. So here we are now, so near to the end of this induction and orientation program. But before we say adieu, I'm sure we all can agree that in this past 1 month, we learned to use challenges as opportunities. Ramanujan is a comparatively new college, and 4 years back, we all had worked very hard to get the Teaching Learning Center under the Government of India's initiative called Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching. However, as C.S. Lewis says, dream a new dream. We did not stop after getting TLC, but endeavored to reach the unreachable. That is, to further equip teachers who are working to make learning meaningful even in the most remote corner of our country. I'm happy to share with you that we are one of the most successful centers in fulfilling the goals of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching. Before the pandemic, we had already conducted 3 successful induction cum orientation programs with around 40 participants in each of the program. But I'm proud to inform you that even amid the current global threat, through digital space, we have been able to create a platform where more than 6,200 teachers have interacted and exchanged their ideas and knowledge and in turn empowered the teaching learning process with new information, ideas, and tools. I'm also overwhelmed as through these programs, we could celebrate the unique human ability to endow life with meaning against all odds. Now, I would present the report. I will have a PPT. I'll share the screen. So we had this online induction program from 4th June to 1st July 2020. This is today. I hope the screen is visible, Nirmala.
The screen is visible, but not the PPT.
Yeah, the PPT is visible now.
Now it is, yes. Please carry on.
Yeah, so we started on 4th June with an inauguration wherein we had Professor Dinesh Singh as our chief guest. And today is 1st July. We have come to the end of this orientation program. This is a snapshot of the last 30 days. Here I would like to mention that the first induction we had under this program was April-May 2018. The second one, also successful, we had November to December 2018. May-June 2019, we had the third induction program. And today I'm presenting the report of the present June-July 2020 online induction program. In the past 3 FIPs that we had, the induction programs, the participation was less than 40. Of course, it was from across India. We had participants from South India, we had participants from Bengal, but it was restricted. Total in the last 2 years, we have trained only about 120 teachers. Whereas in this faculty induction program, we have 6276 teachers enrolled and trained through this present online facility. We followed MHRD's 4-quadrant approach: the e-tutorial, self-assessment, e-content, and web resources. In the past 1 full month, we had 24 resource persons. To just name a few, we had Professor Dinesh Singh, Professor Joseph Doreraj, Professor Vikas Nath, just to name a few. We also had Dr. Surabhika Maheshwari, who handled the psychological aspects of teaching and training. We had Dr. Nikhil Rajput doing the MOOC sessions and all ICT concerned platforms. We had Professor Radheshyam and Aparajita Majumdar and Dr. Shipra Yadav also as one of the resource persons. These are the various topics covered under the online FIP. This covers all the 12 modules that were handed over to us by MHRD to be a part of this FIP. And to name a few, it included accreditation, self and the dialogue, the NAC governance, leadership and management, college governance and administration, publication ethics, gender sensitization, etc. Now, the highlights of this FIP, I would like to insist, we had 4 live sessions. The inaugural was a live session wherein we had almost 80% of the participants viewing it on YouTube, and we handled questions from them also to Professor Dinesh Singh, who was our chief guest on that day. We had a panel discussion one of these days, and today again there was another live session also, and today is the valedictory. This is also going live on YouTube. We had pre-recorded lectures. Learning management system is the developed in-house facility which we have used on cloud with high scalability and reliability. The media that we have used is YouTube, Telegram, WhatsApp for interacting with participants. The other highlights that we would like to mention here would be, we had 4 live sessions in all. The recorded sessions from our esteemed resource persons were 28. The total videos that we shared on the MOOCs platform is 119. The discussion forums were 32. We had 22 quizzes and we have evaluated them. We had 14 assignments. Feedback forms, total we have distributed around 29. The feedback responses have been a whopping 1,36,772. The major, I would like to actually take your attention to the registered participants, which is 6,276. These were the registered participants. And the YouTube viewership when we made this PPT was 6,52,356, and it is ever growing. We received on our, this number 7,300 is the queries received on the formal ID setup for this purpose. And we have answered 6,211 queries. The other queries, apart from these, were on WhatsApp, Telegram, and personal messages also often. They also range to almost thousands. Now, I would actually like to take your attention to the advantages of having this 1 month online FIP. This was individual paced. People could do it, the participants could do it at a time that they wanted to do it. It was very flexible, versatile, convenient, and very adaptable. The audience, we reached to all nooks and corners of this country, and we also had some participants from abroad. This FIP that we have done online, the cost of running this induction program has almost been the same, where we would have actually catered to only a limited number of people offline. So this cost reduction is a very extremely important advantage that we actually experienced. Self-monitoring, progress check through quizzes and assignments. The participants could actually participate in the quizzes, and they could actually check their own progress from time to time. The community building, we encouraged peer-to-peer discussion on the discussion forum. So they had an interesting time in actually discussing among themselves. Inclusion of technology in teaching learning. This has actually become very relevant, because now, after actually conducting this 1 month long induction program, reaching out to 6,200 people was actually a real challenge, but we have actually risen up to this necessity of the hour. These are some, we could just pick just 2 feedback just to share with you the happy and satisfied participants. Although it was online, they all felt like it was offline mode, and we are flooded with messages of happy and satisfied participants. Now, this is an important thing that we would like to share. That is about the feedback that we had. The functioning of the learning management system, excellent and very good if we can put them together, because excellent and very good actually means very good response from the participants. So this actually amounts to 94% approximately, 95%. User-friendly interface of the learning management system. We had almost 3,738 responses when we made this PPT. And this also, around 98% of the people, participants, they said they strongly agree and agree. Timely resolution of the queries. Participants are very satisfied, because it is almost 89% of them say very satisfied and satisfied. Number of hours spent on an average in a day on the program. Most of them said, around 82% of them, they say they spent around 3 to 5 hours to complete the proceedings for a day. The live session ratings, we had 4 live sessions. The ratings were again around 87 to 88% who rated it excellent, and very good. The quality of resource persons on the basis of which we are actually presenting all these feedback, it is also very good, excellent, and very good. This was rated by almost 87% of the participants. Overall content of the program, excellent and very good, is 96% of them, of the participants, wherein we have 3,745 responses. Overall knowledge addition on the topics covered after the finish of this FIP, this is a whopping 99% of them, they said excellent and good. So with this, we have almost come to the end of this PPT, but still I would like to add a few things more. The outcomes out of this, 70% plus participants have their profile and course homepage made now after the induction because they have learned this year. 70% plus participants have their YouTube channel for lectures. They have also given us feedback on YouTube for this FIP. 75,000 assignments were submitted, 130,000 quizzes submitted. Now, this certification part is especially I would like to share for the participants. We are still evaluating and doing, and the certificates will be issued to the participants only in batches because there will be many batches because we have to see many criteria have to be fulfilled. Only then the certificates will be issued to them. We will be from time to time notifying it on the Telegram. So they have to go through the Telegram and understand where and how to download their certificate as and when it is issued to them. So I am requesting the participants to be patient because we have around 6,000 participants and we have to almost handle all of them and we already have certain queries and messages saying that they have actually written wrong spellings or wrong name of the association to the college to which they are associated. So I'm asking the participants to be very, very patient about this, but definitely we are almost ready with it and we will issue them in batches. So this is the presentation of the report of the online FIP. Thank you very much. Over to you, Nirmalya.
Thank you, Dr. Lata, for that very comprehensive report of what all happened in the last 1 month. It's amazing that you've been able to gather so many data and analyze it. And it's, of course, very overwhelmingly happy for us that we've had such good response to the program that we did. I have with me 2 participants as of now who have joined us, and I will request them to briefly tell us about their experience of attending this orientation and induction program. May I ask Ms. Renu Ghosh, who's with, can you hear me? Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, that's right. Can you please tell us your feedback briefly about how you felt attending this orientation program?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We all know that faculty vitality is the main ingredient to enhance professional education and competence. I consider myself privileged for being a part of this online faculty program organized by Ramanujan College. Ramanujan College has actually taken a great initiative by organizing this online program, which is need of the hour in the present time when the world is living with COVID-19 pandemic. The new pedagogical tools that are covered under this faculty induction program are really going to help me in teaching online to my students. The most important and significant part of this online faculty induction program that is observed by me is the content selection and resource persons. The resource persons of this faculty induction program have good subject knowledge, presentation, and communication skills, which really made the sessions interesting and useful. The resource persons were best to deliver the content. There were sessions on college governance and administration by Dr. S.P. Agrawal. And that session was really a motivation for me. He truly said that the responsibility of a good teacher is not confined only to classroom teaching. We should actively participate in college administration and governance. And believe me, Ramanujan College is one of the best examples of it. I'm hoping many more faculty enrichment programs from Ramanujan College to make best utilization of this time by upgrading and enhancing my knowledge. I'm thankful to the organizers for giving me the opportunity to express my views about the program. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Renu Ghosh, for your very kind and nice words.
Also ask their name of their institution.
Yes, I will just tell you, sir. I'm sorry, Chair. Renu Ghosh belongs to Dayal Singh College, Karnal of Kurukshetra University, which is in Haryana. So thank you very much, Dr. Ghosh, for your kind words.
You, sir. Thank you.
May I now request Dr. Surbhi Gupta? Are you with us, ma'am? Surbhi Gupta.
I think somebody can unmute.
Yes, sir. So good afternoon to everyone.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So first of all, I would like to express my appreciation at the phenomenal event organized by Ramanujan College. So this was my first induction program and it was an excellent experience for me. What I especially liked was the holistic approach of the organizers. So their topics encompassed every facet of higher education, be it technology, administration, or even environment. The session also had very useful videos on research, like how to learn LaTeX or on plagiarism, and which I personally relished those videos a lot. The interface was very user-friendly and easy to access, with prompt uploading of the material. The learnings in the video sessions were further ingrained in our minds with thoughtful quizzes. I really enjoyed the assignments, as by experimenting and doing things ourselves, we better understood the themes covered. Peer-to-peer learning was also encouraged through the discussion panel. It was an extremely productive and engaging program. And lastly, I am also very grateful to the organizers for granting me the opportunity to be a participant in this valedictory session. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Surbhi. Thank you very much for your nice.
Surbhi Gupta, I'm pursuing research. I have not yet.
Thank you, Surbhi. Thank you very much for your nice, kind words. Surbhi is an assistant professor in Lady Shri Ram College, University of Delhi. Thank you very much for your very encouraging words, Surbhi. You are a young participant and the orientation program is specifically organized for young teachers like you who are joining in this profession and making it their profession. Thank you very much. I would now request Professor Aditya Prasad Padi, Professor A.P. Padi, to address us. Professor Padi has been the former Vice Chancellor of Behrampur University. He has been the member of an Indian Council of Social Science Research. He is a political scientist, and presently he is the member of the Executive Committee of the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, the NAC, and he has also been selected as a mentor to 10 universities so that they can become leading world-class universities. So he's their mentor. Professor Padi has a huge experience as a teacher and an administrator, having been in this for the last 40 years. And he has used this experience to do many useful, wonderful work for the service of the community. He has recently been the inspiration behind the establishment of the IIM at Sambalpur in Odisha. He has also received many national awards, prestigious awards, which includes the Shiksha Ratna Award, the Mother India Award for Education Excellence, the Rashtriya Vidya Saraswati Purashkar, and the Lifetime Achievement Gold Medal Award. Professor Padi's unique involvement in social work has also, he wrote suggestions to the government of India regarding the peace processes in Jammu and Kashmir, which the government of India has accepted and is a part of their working on it. We at Ramanujan College are extremely, extremely grateful to Professor Padi for being with us whenever we have requested him, for all his help, for his mentoring. He has been a friend, philosopher, and guide to the institution for the last many years. And today it's really my fortune, and it's a privilege for us to have Professor Padi. I request Professor Padi to kindly address all of us at this point. Professor Padi, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Welcome, sir.
Very good afternoon to all of you. I am thankful to the principal and his colleagues, students, for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences. Respected Chairman Professor Kapoor, distinguished intellectual giants representing the teaching community of the college, who are very familiar with me, and my dear participants. Yesterday, I talked something about excellence. Today also, Principal Agrawal told me that you may touch this, how to reach success, so that the participants who are trained during all these days will be aware of the problems and how to overcome these problems. A road to success, both in profession as well as in life, is stiffest and roughest. It is not easy, but it is not impossible. Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, that which seemingly seems impossible can be made possible through his Jnana Upadesh. I will come to that later on. So, the participants, most of them, maybe all of them, or almost all of them, must be below 40 years of age. They have long years to go in the profession. The theme and the course content which I have heard from Professor Lata is academically very useful, fruitful, rewarding, as well as socially relevant. I'm sure the lectures which have been delivered on different aspects will enrich and will help the participants to enhance their quality in teaching, learning, in research, as well as in outreach activities. I have already circulated a brief note on excellence in teaching, learning, and research and outreach activities. So I am not going to repeat it. But in brief, I would like to refresh the memory of our participants that excellence really refers to, as Aristotle has defined, is a result of high intention and intelligent efforts, sincere efforts, as well as skilled execution. High intention is based on good thought. American mystic poet James Allen has said, as you think, so you become. So thinking process is very important. Whatever lectures have been delivered, by the experts during all these days. I would request the participants to take back, when they go back to their, they are very much there in their respective institutions because of online system. They should reflect, introspect, analyze, and distinguish essentials from non-essentials. And those essentials which they have, they will gather from these talks, which will be relevant to their study and research, as well as in outreach activities, should be carefully pondered. This is very important because only recently in my own state, unfortunately, one principal was would-be principal. He prepared a parcel bomb, taking almost more than 6 months to kill the regular principal, so that after the regular principal is died, he would become the principal. So see this mentality. That is why Aristotle's definition is very clear. What is your intention? What you want to be in life? What you want to be in the profession? In profession, you want to be an ideal teacher and reach the climax, not only in teaching, learning the classrooms, but also in your publications. Let your publications be quoted by authorities outside India, so that the college will be known, you will be known. So what you want to be, both as an ideal person and also ideal professor, you have to determine. This is the meaning of high intention. And the next point is sincere efforts. Sincerity is to be defined in this context. It is not just sincere as we understand in ordinary language. Professor of English is sitting here. He will explain it later on. But spiritually, it is defined. It has three meanings, three aspects. Number one, sincerity of a miser. A person who is a miser, the amount of sincerity he gives in accumulating wealth. You see, we had once a professor during my days, and what he did was that he says, I will purchase these shoes. The shoes should be used for 5 years. And if the shoes are lost, he will not purchase the shoes. So jocularly, some of our students, my friends, they took away his shoes when it was outside. And for 6 months, he did not purchase another pair of shoes. After 6 months, we returned the shoes and he used it. So the sincerity, I'm talking of the interpretation given by a spiritual saint. The next interpretation is a sincerity of a sensual person. How a person who is attached to sensual objects, he thinks only of sensual objects, no rationality. Sincerity of an unfaithful husband who ignores his wife and moves elsewhere. So this type of sincerity we have to cultivate. This is a virtue. Acquisition of virtue and elimination of vices is what Aristotle emphasized in this definition. And he says, whenever you have your program defined, fix the target, make it time bound and result oriented. And Arthur Lewis, those who are students of economics know better, he says that under fulfillment of target is as much bad as over fulfillment. So the target that you are fixing, for example, I will publish one research paper in Scopus Journals, in Web of Science, minimum one. So that is a target. Or I will have one minimum research, major research project during 5 years, I must complete it. So target is fixed, then time is fixed, and skilled execution, it should be executed in such a manner that the result would come. That is the meaning of skilled execution. So you see, excellence, or to reach the level of excellence or success, as I therefore said, is very rough, stiff. It's not easy, but it is not difficult. It can be achieved through three things. Number one is constancy. Constancy means you have to develop a fixity of hours of your work, study, research, field work, whatever it is. So that should be fixed. Fixity of your various items in the courses of studies, teaching, learning, research, so on and so forth. And that should be adhered to continuously without any break. Next is continuity. First is constancy. Constancy means not changeable. For example, in simple language, I will explain to the participants in particular that if you are reading in your house, in your quarter, the place where you read should not be changed. It should be the same place. When you are going outside on tour, it's different matter. So time should be the same, place should be the same. That would bring results. It has its spiritual impact if the same place is used and the same time is used. And preferably, as I was speaking yesterday, if the timing is from 3:30 a.m. to 6 a.m., the best. Because this is the time, whatever you read, whatever you write, it is stored in your mind. So therefore, continuity without any break, and then remembrance means repetition. If these three things are taken seriously by the participants, there is no reason why he or she cannot reach the level of excellence. So excellence, after all, is a journey. It is not a destination. So there may be failures. There is no doubt that all participants will succeed in their first attempt. No, second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt, may be failures. But what is important is you have to be overconfident that you have the ability, you have the strength, you have the intelligence, you have the memory, you have everything in you to reach the level of excellence through your own efforts. Now, this has to be explained to the participants in particular. Now, what are the strengths and the energies which each one of you is possessing, so that you will feel that you will reach the level of excellence? We must know it. And it is explained in our literature. You have inexhaustible energy. Energy which a human being is possessing is inexhaustible, immeasurable. It cannot be measured. Jadevi sarvabhutesu sakti rupana samsita. Similarly, you have the power of memory. Jadevi sarvabhutesu suti rupana samsita. You have the power of intelligence. Jadevi sarvabhutesu buddhi rupana samsita. You have your fortune. Jadevi sarvabhutesu lakshmi rupana samsita. So what do you, nothing is wanting. You have strength, you have memory power, you have power of intelligence, you have fortune. Everything is there hidden in each one of the participants. And therefore, this cover, which is hiding all these powers are dormant and passive, they have to be activated. They have to be activated. They have to be made manifested. Manifestation of these powers is important. Therefore, Swami Vivekananda has defined, education is the manifestation of the perfections already in. Perfections I have just explained. So these perfections like energy, memory, intelligence, virtue will be manifested by the participant, and they have been trained during all these days on the various related subjects, how they will work on this. So it is for them. So first and foremost is, it is very difficult to reach the level of excellence or success, but it is not impossible. In fact, Napoleon said the truth when he said, nothing is impossible for me. And it is not impossible because we have the powers hidden in us and we can manifest these powers. Now, how to manifest these powers? That is the most important answer. The light is there. Every part of light or lights, but there is a cover. As the sun is covered by clouds for some time temporarily, after the clouds is disappearing, sun ray will come. So similarly, the powers hidden in each one of us are covered by Maya Jal. This is known as Maya Jal, means you are from rational thinking, you are going to irrational thinking. That is the meaning of Maya Jal. From highway, you are going to byway. So how to control this movement that you are coming from highway, you are going to byway, how to stop this? That is the real crux of the problem. Now that is answered by Maharishi Patanjali himself. He was very, very, learned sage of those days. He could know that human beings, particularly in Iron Age, they will be entering into sense objects more frequently than in their own professional subjects. So he said, yes, it is possible to stop this irrational movement. And he has given number of measures. I don't have time to explain, but one of them is meditation. Meditation is the cheapest, is the quickest, is earliest and easiest method of making the mind concentrated. Reaching the level of concentration of mind. And once the mind is concentrated, then the mind which is moving outward from highway to byway, that mind would be converted to move into inward. So you see, this is possible, practicable, achievable, and realizable. The participants will have to do some exercise for getting their minds concentrated. Then this requires, had to be related. We have to relate our activities in teaching, learning, research, and extension activities to this, inward movement of mind. What we are expected to do in teaching and learning, and with the IT, it is more easier now. But when the students' composition is heterogeneous, we have slow learners, we have advanced learners, we have learners in between the two. How our lectures will satisfy all categories? It is difficult. So therefore, you have already, Dr. Lata was explaining how learning management system has been explained to the students. So learning management system will help this. Your lecture can be stored, video lectures, and you can give study materials. And as per the syllabus and calendar, it is difficult for you to repeat the lecture. So the students can be given all these facilities. That is the purpose of the learning management system. And we are satisfying our clients, our customers, students. And similarly, there is another word which has to be explained right now in this context is Purusharth. Purusharth is one word which has to be properly understood by all of us properly. Whatever we are doing as a teacher in the classroom or whatever the principal asks us to do during office hour, that is the secondary meaning of Purusharth. That is the ordinary meaning of Purusharth. Because we are paid salary for the work we are doing. What is the primary meaning and the most important meaning of Purusharth is whatever we are doing after office hours, before office hours, on holidays, on Sundays. I mean, teachers of Ramanujan College, non-teachers, I have found them working beyond office hours during holidays and Sundays. Now, this is the primary meaning of Purusharth. You see, primary meaning of Purusharth is what you are earning as your punya during this life itself. During this life itself, you are earning these as punya. It's good luck. This is your good luck. You see, there is a universal law of conscience. Universal law of conscience is operating in this world, even in this iron age. Even in this iron age, we see, of course, many persons who are experts in manipulation, and through backdoor method, they are occupying high positions in the society through backdoor. It doesn't matter. It is there in all societies. It is a question of degree. But those who are performing their duties after office hours or before office hours on holidays and Sundays without payment or minimum payment, that they are earning punya. That is the primary meaning of Purusharth. So you are a giver here. A teacher is a giver, not a receiver. But please remember, if the receiver is not good, then what are you going to give? If a pot is made upside down, and if there is rain, the hole is already on the ground, not at the top. So rain, water will not fill. So whatever we are giving to the students in the classroom, or whatever we are giving during these all the experts you have invited, whether all the participants have received properly all the lectures, no. Something have gone somewhere else. The mind is acting somewhere else. They may be listening physically, but mind is elsewhere. So a receiver is very important. I have given this example. If the pot is made upside down, then water will not be filled out. So we have to train our students how they will listen properly to the lectures delivered in the class. I think Professor Agarwal will have to invite me separately to explain, because it will take minimum 1 hour, how to counsel the students to listen properly so that their mind will not move outside but listen to their lectures. So, as I said, I was referring to the universal law of conscience. You see, a teacher is meant to be a poor. Sadly, the UGCS announce the salary, okay. But if you compare this profession with other professions, well, certainly we are poor. And so you will say, what is the use? What is the benefit I'm getting if I take extra class? What is the benefit I will get by taking correcting the assignments? What is the benefit I am getting by counseling my student in outside office hours through mobile? Yes, the answer is given by this law. This law says, if you are doing your work perfectly, then there will be evidence in you, in your family. You may not get money, but your son may get a top position in the society. Professor Agrawal's daughter is in America. You see, Lata's son is in America or London, I don't exactly remember. So you see, in some other way, God favors those who perform their duty with perfectness. So we have to appreciate this, and we have to take such steps that are considered necessary and proper time, that are considered necessary and proper, so that we meet the real requirements of the stakeholders, primarily our students. I think my time is over. I mean, these concepts are so important for explanation that it is not possible to analyze it in greater details in shortage of time. I take this opportunity in thanking the principal and his colleagues, students, for having organized this. And of course, the college is organizing so many programs, I mean, which many universities are not able to do. So it must have resulted in jealousy. Yes, jealousy is another thing which will stop you from reaching excellence. Jealousy and envy, you stop you from reaching success. Absence of jealousy, absence of envy, I could have explained this in greater details, would have, I mean, it will help you. But please understand, it is very difficult. I will give a one example. We have a neighbor. Now, Jesus Christ said, please love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. But my neighbor has enclosed my road. He is not allowing the PhD pipe to come to my house. And he is obstructing everything. So how can I love him? It is very easy to say love your neighbor, but you don't understand. I mean, the huge compartments of Delhi, like, nobody knows who is the next neighbor. There is no civic culture. So these are some aspects of culture, but as Lord Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, these are seemingly impossible, but it can be possible through practice, practice, and practice. Therefore, the two concepts, Vidya and Avidya, which are asked in the, our Upanishads, it says, Vidya means knowledge, which takes you to light. Avidya means ignorance, which takes you to darkness. But Vidya, which means knowledge, which takes you to light, will take you to greater darkness if the Vidya which you have understood and appreciated and taken down in these 14 days of lectures by experts, if there is no follow-up action when you start from tomorrow. So I expect all the participants to have follow-up actions from the various lectures they have listened, suggestions, and enrich themselves, enhance their quality, and through them enhance the quality of the institution where they are serving. So this is possible, and let us agree with Napoleon that nothing is impossible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Padi, for your words of profound words of wisdom, and for the kind words you said about our college. As I said, you have been our mentor and our guide, and we look up to you for many suggestions and guidance that comes from you. Thank you very much, Professor Padi. I see two more of our participants have joined in. Dr. Narendra Dattare, can you hear me?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. So Dr. Narendra Dattare is from SN Arts DJM Commerce and Science College from Sanganmer, which is in Maharashtra. So, sir, please, would you make your brief comments about the FIP that you attended? Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Good afternoon to everybody. Sir, it's very fantastic experience to put my views in front of you related with the orientation program organized by Ramanujan College. I extremely very thankful to you because it's very important for every new recruited teachers to get such opportunity, and you are give that platform to us. and we required, it is a mandatory requirement by UGC. But besides that, we are learned so much technical thing from you, whatever required after COVID-19. And sir, I extremely thankful to all the Ramanujam team that has always been put the goodness of the every teacher as well as every faculty. Sir, after COVID-19, it is very important to understand the basic concepts of online teaching, learning, and management. That is different LMS systems. So we have to learn, and through that orientation program, and these LMS systems are definitely we can able to implement whenever we are going to do our lectures. At that time, we can do the learning, online learning, as well as the evaluation of the students. Not only the in the terms of students, but as far as the research concerned, these workshop has given so much intensive information. I really appreciate that the lectures of research. Sir, I am also PhD holder, but still I am getting so much knowledge related with the research from your orientation program. It is one of the very important and extremely very hardfully say that it is very important and useful orientation program I have seen in my life. Sir, it is a very important that your college has taken the initiative to organize such online courses, online orientation programs for our teachers. That will make our country more and more efficient, to make our countries more and more healthy as far as the online teaching concern. And I am very much thankful to all of you. And lastly, I want to say one important word related with the Ramanujan College. That is, in Sanskrit, we are saying that छाया मनुष्य कुर्वन्ति तिष्ठन्ते स्वयमातपि फलाचित paradhari satpurushayu. As like this, that means uh, uh, as like this Sanskrit sloka, definitely our Ramanujan College is very much impactful and organizing such grateful events for the new and new aspirants as well as for the teaching faculties. Sir, I want to give the best luck for you for the next version, next venture of training session. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much for Ramanujan team. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Narendra. Thank you very much for your kind comments about our FIP. I briefly had Mr. Solanki, Ranjit Solanki with us, but I don't think he is with me at this point. Dr. Solanki, are you with us? No, I don't think he is. So we move on now. It is my great privilege and honor to introduce to you the chairman of our college, Professor Sanjay Kapoor, who is the chief guest of today's program. Professor Sanjay Kapoor is a brilliant young scientist in the Department of Plant Molecular Biology in the University of Delhi. His specializations are molecular analysis of reproductive development, functional genomics, molecular basis of heterosis, methylome analysis, chromatin levels, regulations of gene expression. Sir, I'm a student of English literature. So, sir, someday we will invite you to explain us all these very difficult things that you are working on as a scientist. Professor Kapoor has a very, very large number of publications in very important journals, both national and international. He has written articles, books, chapters of books. He has also, to his credit, a number of patents in his own name. Of the many research guidance he has done, I thought I'd share with all of you that he has been the principal investigator of an Indo-Japanese collaborative project on which was a collaboration between University of Delhi and the Nagoya City University, Nagoya, Japan. He's been the editorial member of the editorial board of the very important journal of Plant Biochemistry and Biotechnology. And he's also the fellow of the National Academy of Sciences. Professor Kapoor also has very deep interest in computers. He is a computer software expert and he knows all about its application. He's presently a very important key member of the networking committee that the University of Delhi has, which looks after the entire networking, computer networking requirements of the university. Professor Kapoor, it's very, very nice to have you in these COVID times. This is the best way we can see you. And on behalf of my college, on behalf of my principal, I'd also like to tell you that, we are very, very grateful to you. We are thankful to you for all the support that you give us to our college, for all the programs that we do, and you're always there for us to support us. Thank you very much, sir. I now kindly request you to make your observations about our 1 month long orientation and induction program that we had. Professor Sanjay Kapoor.
Thank you, Dr. Samanta. Thank you for these kind words and such an elaborate introduction. I don't deserve that. I am just a researcher who is busy in my lab working with 7 students. So my circle of interaction with students is very, very narrow. And I am somehow intimidated by the numbers you handle at the level of college. So to start with, Dr. Padi, thank you for your nice words of wisdom. It was very interesting listening to you. Dr. Agarwal, who has been spearheading the efforts at Ramanujan College. Dr. K. Lata, Director of FIP, with Dr. Samanta and the entire organizing team who have been behind the scenes organizing this mega event for 1 month now. And all the participants who are with us today on Zoom and those who are viewing us via YouTube. See, this has been a major event, which I think any organization can organize at such a large scale. As you just heard, Dr. Lata, that for past 3 years, I would say we, because I consider myself to be part of Ramanujan College. I won't say you, Professor Agarwal, or you, Professor Samanta. We have been organizing this event for past 3 years. And in 3 years, probably we got in touch with 120 odd students of this. I would call them students, although they are in all right, they are teachers and budding teachers and experienced teachers of the universities. But for this course, they came as a student to learn something, to get new technologies, to learn them and to implement them in their curriculum. But from 120 in past 3 years, reaching to a level of 6,000, it is, I would say, that doing a job of 150 years in 1 year. So it is remarkable in its own feat. See, this kind of programs are to provide tools. Tools are, I would call them tools. I wouldn't call them teaching and learning processes or the curricula or 1 month training that you had. Although it is mandatory by UGC and MHRD is facilitating it. But someday I see that these kind of tools would be available, not in this bulk format, which is 1 month, in small snippets. Suppose I need a tool to go online to interact with my students. I need to be well versed with Google Meet or MOOCs or programs that the Ramanujan College has so eloquently made in-house to interact with so many students. So these kind of tools, if they are made available, not by force, but by choice, that is the day I feel we would have achieved the goals that we are set out to achieve. Learning is a very important aspect of our day-to-day lives. This is a knowledge-based technology a knowledge-based society that we are living in these days. And enhancement of knowledge by any or every means. These days, you can become a musician or a carpenter just by going to a YouTube session and working on it for a month probably, and you can learn all the tricks of the trade. And these kind of tools that Ramanujan College has endeavored to provide you in this 1 month period, I would say it is like, if I give an analogy of dental hygiene. See, dental hygiene is such a simple thing, which probably was not there available to us 500 to 600 years ago. But suddenly, when there was invent of toothbrushes, toothpaste, and everything, then we had to teach our students by force, to teach them and to make them brush their teeth. So that increases the life of our teeth for such a long time. Now we have people in their 70s and 80s with complete denture available. Earlier, it was unheard of, probably 100 years ago also, it was unheard of to have full denture after say 60. So that is why 60 was an old age. Now 60 is a new young. So simple providing of tools to the society and making them available, first by force when they are young. So probably that is what MHRD and UGC are trying to enforce these rules to our young teachers. And then when it becomes part of their life, part of the system, it will be an effortless process which is disseminated to the students and to the entire culture of teaching and learning. That is what should be the aim. And I feel that in our college, since we have reached the number of 6,000, this is a new norm, which we should aim for, rather, to make these snippets available all the time and provide short certificate courses instead of a large bouquet of full-fledged orientation program or induction program. So there should be a discussion with UGC and MHRD to make a small package of things which are required on a specialized basis to people who want to learn themselves and make them available, either free of cost or at a nominal cost also, so that people can benefit from it as they benefit from simple toothbrush and toothpaste kind of tools. Working with Ramanujan College, I would say, has brought in a lot of positivity, which I am also rubbed off by the system. Whenever I go to Ramanujan, there is a sense of positivity. I think all the participants, as I could hear few of them today, must have been rubbed off by this positivity, which in these tough times also has been able to deliver, has been able to be positive, work with people and be focused to the aims of or to the goals of teaching and learning. This positivity, I think, comes from dedication, which if anybody who has been a participant brings in and takes it from there, because positivity is free of cost. You can take it from Ramanujan as much as you want. So please take it with you and work with it and take it to your own institutions. If this positivity spreads to various parts of our country, definitely COVID can't defeat us. And COVID, in a way, has brought in a lot of negativity in the system. When we were in the first lockdown period, I think there was a gloom all over India. But after that, people have started to work on it, try to overcome this adversity, and brought it to a level where we can use this adversity to our advantage. Conducting these kind of courses in such a big manner is one such example of this positivity and this converting this challenging into opportunities. Now this opportunity, see the simple mathematics of changing the number 40 every year to 6,000 a year. If we can translate it into teaching our students So the footfall in the colleges, which the scarcity of real estate that we have in our higher education system, that can be overcome very easily. And if we make use of these tools of online learning and teaching, this can be used as a supplement, not only in adverse conditions, but also during regular periods or regular times. This can really enhance our approach or our reach to the students and the community at large. During these courses, as I could gather from the program, several tools, I would say, have been delivered, have been exposed to. These could be Google Classrooms or teaching learning programs, curriculum design, MOOCs, research methodologies. All of them, one particular aspect, which is e-management or ICT tools, is very close to, as Dr. Samantha said, I am very fond of computers and ICT tools, which can make your life a little simpler. That is why I put my neck into anything which is going on in the university in terms of making the systems available and enhancing those systems. So this interest of mine also, I would like to kind of propose to the entire community who is listening right now and young faculty. See, these times particularly have brought in a challenge to us in terms of how to get our administration done. I think I was discussing with Dr. Agarwal also, who has, I think, kind of solved this problem very, very efficiently in his little organization. But there are certain bigger organizations which work at the level, at the pace of elephant, like our Delhi University, very slow but steady. So these systems are slightly difficult to change. And at this particular juncture, we should bring in more ICT tools to govern in the governance process, in the administration process, because we have been using ICT tools for smaller things like MOOCs is going on, and salary management is going on in terms of ICT. We use a lot of ICT tools. But the entire management of using or managing life of stakeholders, right from students to teachers to staff through ICT tools. For example, if a teacher enters the university system, the day one of his life till the time he retires, if that is managed by ICT and all the necessary systems and requirements that he requires during his tenure are made available to him without any efforts, that will make the life of the stakeholders very, very simple and make the system very, very efficient. As it goes for the students, as it goes for faculty members, either guest faculty or adjunct faculty. So these people, if they are on roles, we can make use of their expertise more efficiently if we completely manage the system through e-management. There are several efforts in India that are going on, but a systematic effort or a push from the government side would be necessary to make these systems possible. And I think these kind of situations where we are slightly handicapped because of lack of these tools available to our systems makes it all the more important that we should think about it, debate on it, and make these things possible. So with these small discussion points, I would like to again thank all the participants and especially the resource persons who spent their time in making this program a success, and people of wisdom like Professor Paddy, who is here with us today. Your mentorship and your umbrella of wisdom with us would always be beneficial, and we would look forward to it. With this, I would say thank you very much for participating in this program and taking some tools to your own places and implementing them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Kapoor. Thank you very much. Sir, now that you have become a part of the Ramanujan family, the ever-growing Ramanujan family, you are a very important and very esteemed member of this family. Thank you so much for your nice words and words which were very thought-provoking and makes us think as to how we carry on from here. So one of the things I wanted to tell you is that just as we are doing this large program which has many participants, we are also conducting smaller faculty development programs which are of 7 days or of 14 days. We are also thinking of doing 2-day workshops on these platforms. The other thing is that, sir, this experience of ours has also made us realize some of the challenges that we have. For example, one of the challenges is that the classroom situation where the participant can or the student can actually talk to the teacher and get a direct, immediate response is not always available in this platform. So our exciting teachers in our committee and in our faculty are looking into this problem as to how we can do virtual reality and augmented reality in near future, so that we can overcome these challenges which are there on online kind of teaching. Thank you, Professor Kapoor, for being with us. And now it is my pleasant duty to thank everybody who has been with us in this month-long program. First of all, I'd like to thank the 6,276 participants who enrolled from this program. If it was in another situation, in a stadium or something, we would have all put our hands together and clapped. But I can only request everybody to clap for themselves for the wonderful participation and success of this program. Thank you very much, participants, wherever you are. And you know, sir, our motto of the TLC, the Teaching Learning Center, was reaching the unreached. And in many ways, I think we have been able to kind of be success, a certain kind of success in able to reach people who are very far off in distant places of the country, and we've been able to reach them. That is certainly a great achievement of this program. I'd like to thank the non-teaching staff who has been with us, Mr. Akhil Raj, Prashant, and Vinod Kumar, who work with the Teaching Learning Center. They've been supported by Jatan and Hemant. I'd like to thank Mr. Rajesh Yadav, Mr. Mohit Jagota, and Anil Yadav, who have been looking after the accounts and the accounts and bills and all those things, which are very important. I'd like to especially thank Nidhi, who has been looking after correspondence and many other details of this program with great diligence in these difficult times. She's been coming here and doing all this. I'd like to thank Mr. Anil Kumar, who has been responsible for the Media Lab work. He has been editing the videos. He has been giving finishing touches to the videos and then uploading them. The committee members of this program, Dr. Abhay Pandey, Ms. Shipra Yadav, Dr. Aparajita Mazumdar, Ms. Parul Yadav, Dr. Shruti Jain, and Dr. Vipin Rathi. They've been the main frame through which this program has, they worked day and night, very hard, very sincerely to put this thing in place. There were the two conveners of this program, Dr. Ashish Shukla and Dr. Nikhil Rajput, have also been very important people who've coordinated the entire exercise. I'd like to especially thank Dr. Nikhil Rajput and Dr. Vipin Rathi, the two scientists. We often call them the young Einsteins of our college, because they are the ones who have come out with these ideas, and they are very, very good with IT and with ICT technology, and they are forever trying to make it better and better so that we can reach out to as many people in the best possible way. So thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, Vipin, and these are the two scientists who work in the middle of the night. So they keep us awake for whatever things are happening. I would like to thank Professor Padi. No thanks is enough for you, sir. You've always been with us, and thank you very much for your support. I'd like to thank Professor Sanjay Kapoor. Thank you very much for your kind words, sir, and for your support. We always look up to you whenever we come up with a new idea, and we know that we will receive your support for us to carry on. We are inspired by your support. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank my principal, Professor S.P. Agarwal. Thank you so much, sir. So Professor Agarwal has never says no to any new idea that anybody has in college. We have just to go to him, and he's always very, very supportive of new and thank you very much for all the support that you. My thanks is not complete if I don't thank Dr. K. Lata, who has been the director. I must share with all of you, my participants who are listening to me, that in our college, it's always a pleasure to work with Dr. K. Lata. Many of us actually want to work with her. So we are always looking forward for some new project that she has. And we all want to be member of her committee because she works with great commitment, great sincerity, and with great involvement, which keeps everybody in her committee kind of glued on to the work at hand. And that's why most of her programs are so successful. Thank you, Dr. Lata, for your leadership and for having conducted this program so well. With this, we come to the end of this valedictory session. So you want to say something?
Yeah, you have not thanked yourself. So let me thank Dr. Samanta with a clap that he has done a wonderful job. All the time he has been with us and very innovative, and you can see how he conducted this program. So let me thank especially Dr. Samanta, and thanks to our chairman, Professor Padi, everyone present today connected with this program, and all the participants. Once again, thank you very much on behalf of Teaching Learning Center, Ramanujan College. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. I think we formally close our valedictory session at this point. Thank you.